freedom for men to work, for mothers to love, for a nation to grow.
Hello movie lovers, my name is Cindy and you're welcome to another episode of Movie Hub. Today I'll be reviewing a South African movie titled Kalushi, which is directed by Mandla Dube.
It's time to fight back. It's time to educate yourselves.
So this film is based on the South African apartheid system, and it just talks about the struggle for freedom in South Africa.
The state hereby charges the accused Solomon Kalushi Mahlangu, a 21-year-old male of South African birth, residing at 2445 Block C2 Mamelodi, Pretoria, with 2 counts of murder.
So Kalushi talks about the true life story of a 19-year-old hawker named Solomon Kalushi Mahlangu. Now, Solomon lived in a time where the whites dominated the blacks in South Africa. So Solomon is brutally beaten by the police following the 1976 Soweto uprising, and he later goes into Angola for training. Now, after his military training in Angola, en route to their mission, his friend and comrade Mondi, he loses absolute control and kills 2 innocent white people in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Zach,
Where is he? Who? Where is Solomon?
comes to the door and then he pulls out a machine gun and then he starts shooting.
So Kalushi is forced to stand trial based on the common law of purpose doctrine, and even though he did not commit this crime, he is ultimately sentenced to death.
Amanda!
Solomon Kalushi Mahlangu. You are hereby sentenced to death. You will be taken to Pretoria Central Prison on a date to be set, and you will be hanged by your neck until you die.
So his sacrifices immortalizes him as a hero and just stands as a call for action to the freedom from the apartheid system in South Africa.
Che Guevara once said that revolution is the greatest act of love. Love for one's people, love for one's country. That's what the MK is. That's our cause, it's love.
Now, this movie had a strong theme that talked about justice, it talked about freedom, and it also used this non-linear narrative, to tell the story in this movie.
Sorry about your friend Coca-Cola, but he will survive. I was once Coca-Cola. But your friend Mondi is out of control. You need to watch him.
It's what happens when you believe so strongly in something.
Thabo Ramosi, he stood out in his acting, he fully, completely portrayed the sufferings of a young man growing up in a country where you're not totally free, even though you are a citizen of that country, just because of your skin color, you are humiliated every day. I was able to see the sufferings, even though I didn't live in that time, I was able to experience the sufferings that these people actually do go through. Another character that stood out for me was the Mondi character, which was played by Thabo Ramena. I felt like he absolutely portrayed the excessive behavior of somebody who has anger crisis, who has anger issues. He was able to really portray that character. He really brought it into life. So I really loved that about this film.
Stop firing! What the fuck is your problem, huh? Have you got a small dick, huh? Is that why you shoot like that?
The cinematography, the effect, the sound, the costume, the makeup, it was really good in the movie. I think it did good justice in this movie. I feel like one of the major cons in this film for me was the fact that this film was too fast-paced. 1 minute you're watching a fast-paced scene, with shootings and all of that, and then the next minute you don't even understand the scene that is going on. So if you're not somebody that is very patient and knows a lot about history, I feel like you get bored in between in the movie. Also, the audience is introduced to countless new characters and faces in the movie that is totally unnecessary for me. You know, we are introduced to, we have Coca-Cola, we have the girlfriend, we have the doctor, we have all these peoples, the soldier in the camp they trained in. We're introduced to new faces very quickly, and I felt like that was just like very overwhelming.
Man, our story. One from that, among so. Let's look at 1652. I think I was done for Rebecca Zola.
However, this movie is a great eye-opener to the anti-apartheid system that happened in South Africa, you know, from a different and fresh narrative from that of Nelson Mandela. You know, usually we are like exposed to more of the Nelson Mandela movie. I never knew about Solomon Mahlangu if not for this movie. So I feel like this movie is a great eye-opener to some of these things that actually took place from a fresh new perspective. So for that, this movie is very commendable. It's very commendable, it's very educative, it's very insightful, you know.
Comrade Dawood has just informed you that you are in no condition to travel. So I suggest you heed his advice.
So I'll be rating this movie a 6.5 all over 10. It is a great movie if you're somebody that has this taste for knowledge, you want to know more about history, political systems and all of that. It's a very great movie for you.
Tired of only having stones to throw while you shoot us with bullets.
So thank you so much for staying true till the end of today's movie review. For more undiluted reviews like this one, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms that is being displayed on the screen right now. My name remains Cindy, and I will movie talk you later, of course. Bye.
Have you ever killed someone?
Long live the freedom fighters! Long live! Long live! Amanda! You're freedom fighters! Are we clear?
So come along, join our community, where passion meets technology, at the gifted studio, where your dreams align. Together